Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Level-Headed News. This is your host, Brenda. Trying to get everything set up here to work properly. I think we got it going now. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Level-Headed News. This is your host, Brenda. I've got 5 articles for you in this episode, and the URLs are all in the description of this video for your convenience. The first one is off of InfoWars, and it says, Swedish police chief's car explodes in Stockholm. Explosions, bombings become commonplace in Nordic nation. A car belonging to police chief of the Swedish city of Uppsala, I hope I pronounced that right, Uppsala, has exploded in northern Stockholm. No one was injured in the incident, but police are now investigating a possible link between the blast and the officer's activities. The vehicle, parked outside the police chief's home in the northern part of Stockholm, blew up during the early hours of Monday morning, according to broadcaster SVT, citing investigations. The police chief and his family are being cared for, and officials have launched a preliminary investigation on the basis of endangering public safety. We can't rule anything out just now, but we are working to try and find out what the motive could be for the detonation. Uppsala police spokesperson Lisa Sandervik told the TT News agency, as cited by the local. With regards to the threat situation, that's something we're working on right now to see if there's a link between the blast and the employee. We can't say any more than that right now, the spokesperson added. The vehicle will be moved to another location to undergo a thorough examination, Mats Eriksson told the Stockholm police, um, uh, or try this again, Mats Eriksson of the Stockholm police told SVT. It's a serious case when a police officer gets exposed to this type of threat, he said. We're investigating other things I cannot address at the moment, but this is an acute threat that we take seriously. Uppsala is the educational hub of Sweden and is the country's 4th largest city after Stockholm, Gothenburg, and Malmö, founded in 1477. Uppsala University is the oldest center of the higher education among the Nordic countries. Malmö, the 3rd largest city in Sweden, has seen dozens of attempted killings, beatings, rapes, and other serious offenses in recent months, prompting police to ask the local population for urgent help. We depend on you and your witness statements to solve these violent crimes. Therefore, I appeal now to you. Help us, Police Chief Stefan Sintius said in an open letter in January. Last August, 16 cars were set alight in various parts of Malmö, taking the total number of arson attacks in the city to over 70 since July of 2016. In July of 2015, Malmö was rocked by 4 grenade attacks during 1 week, adding to a string of explosions, shootings, and arson attacks. Gang violence was blamed for the incidents. The next article I have is off of BizPac Review, and it says Humane Society gets brutal pounding in mocking ad. We're basically PETA with suits and deodorant. We're basically PETA with suits and deodorant. A nonprofit watchdog group blasted the Humane Society of the United States in an ad which aired just minutes before the kickoff of the Super Bowl on Sunday. And there is a clip in this if you'd like to take a look at this article and see the video. It says, we've all seen those TV ads the Humane Society runs asking for monthly donations while tugging at the heartstrings by depicting sad, sickly, and abused animals in shelters needing home. It's all a scam, according to HumaneWatch.org, which says that only 1% of donations go to the pet shelters. The rest go to lawyers and lobbyists. Every day, thousands of lawyers and lobbyists around the country find themselves out of work and unemployed, a woman tells the viewers, while lawyers are depicted in cages. These lawyers don't have a vacation home, she continues. For just $19 a month, you can join the Humane Society of the United States in our fight to hire more lawyers. Then comes the rude awakening to those who consider donating to the Humane Society of the United States. People often think we run pet shelters, but that simply isn't true. We don't run a single one, she says. We're really basically PETA with suits and deodorant. HumaneWatch.org advises people to donate to their local Humane Society shelters, not the national organization. And that is good advice. If you have not been informed on that, that's something that you need to know. You have local shelters, donate to them. Do not donate to this National Humane Society thing, because they're exactly right. The money does not go to take care of the animals. Next one we have is off BizPack Review. It says, sore loser libs trolled with hashtag not my Super Bowl champs. White privilege, deja vu. Social media users hilariously trolled anti-President Trump protesters after the New England Patriots stunned the Atlanta Falcons to win Sunday's NFL Super Bowl. The Falcons had a 21-3 lead at halftime, and many had started counting their chickens before they hatched, just like they did in the presidential election. Black Lives Matter activist Sean King even suggested that the president's support of the Patriots cursed the team into defeat in a tweet he embarrassingly deleted after the champions, like President Trump, stunned the world with an epic comeback. But social media users won the internet by trolling the whiners, who are still angry President Trump won, by mocking them with a not my Super Bowl champions hashtag. There's some tweets here. If you want to pull it up and take a look at the tweets, they're pretty good. One says, I'm so tired of white people winning. F them, F Tom Brady, F Bill Belichick, and F Trump. Another one says, Trump's president. Brady won the Super Bowl. White people going to be real happy this year. Another one says, so it's officially the year of the white privileged man. Good for the rich white people. They needed this because there's a war on them. The article says, yeah, the Falcons probably don't have any rich white people on the team, and the Patriots are all white except for all the rich black players. And there's more tweets, and it says, because being talented is white privilege. And there's more tweets, and one of them says, the Patriots are officially the team of white supremacy. Didn't care for them before, but here's hoping Brady has career-ending injury. Charming. And more tweets. And the very last tweet says, I don't even watch football, but the Patriots won the Super Bowl, and that means so did white supremacy. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. The next one's off of BizPack Review, and it says, the most powerful pro-American Super Bowl ad couldn't run until after the game, and here's why. It took a South Korean automaker to make the most pro-American ad of the night. Hyundai ran one of Sunday's most powerful Super Bowl commercials, but the company was unable to air it until the game was over and the New England Patriots declared the winner. The ad titled, These Soldiers Couldn't Be Home for the Super Bowl, so we brought home to them, depicts sacrifices our men and women serving overseas make every day, and especially those special days when they'd rather be home with friends and family. There was nothing sinister about the reason Hyundai couldn't air the ad until the game conclusion. In fact, the reason was something pretty special. It captured actual moments of soldiers watching the game to its final score, so the producers were feverishly capturing and editing those scenes to come up with the powerful 90-second ad. But what was truly special is Hyundai didn't just bring the game to the troops, it allowed the troops to enjoy it with their loved ones, for those whom they make such enormous daily sacrifices. And everyone on social media agreed it was the best ad of the evening and the perfect capper to the game. And there's a list of tweets here about the ad, and it says German automaker Audi used its ad to make a political statement on equal pay for women. Given Audi's cheap pandering, one Twitter user made this prediction. It says, I predict Audi owners will trade their cars for Hyundai cars on Monday. And then the real final irony, it took South Korea company to make the most pro-American commercial of the evening. And the final article I have in this episode is off of Natural News, and it says, after stunning comeback victory for the Patriots, will CNN now report the Russians hacked the Super Bowl? Can't make this stuff up. With fake news, left-wing media now totally freaking out about the Patriots Super Bowl win over the Falcons, you have to ask the serious question, will CNN and the factless left-wing media now claim the Russians hacked the Super Bowl? Tom Brady, a proponent of organic superfoods and the ultra-clean nutrition, has been under siege from totally dishonest fake news media, CNN, MSNBC, Washington Post, New York Times, etc., because he's friends with President Donald Trump. In today's mindless libtard media, being friends with Trump is apparently a heinous crime because Trump wants to block terrorists from entering the country. But the fact that Obama and Hillary Clinton mercilessly bombed Muslim nations for the last 8 years doesn't seem to bother any leftists, astonishingly. So, being Tom Brady would be crushed at the Super Bowl, providing the hateful left with a small victory to help temper their long list of crushing defeats in the recent elections. At one point in the game, it looked like they would get their wish too. The Falcons were ahead 28-3 in the third quarter, but Brady apparently found his inner kale and powered his way to truly historic, unprecedented comeback victory in much the same way Donald Trump achieved his election victory on November the 8th. Predictably, CNN is probably now going to claim the Russians hacked the Super Bowl because they have no remaining ability to engage in fact-based news or reporting. Hollywood crybabies scream, "This is not my Super Bowl." How did the Russians hack the Super Bowl exactly? No doubt CNN will parade a slew of experts in front of the cameras who claim they discovered a secret dossier that was handed to Bill Belichick by Russian agents who had the dirt on little-known vulnerabilities in the defensive backs of the Falcons. The dossier, we'll be told, was written in invisible ink and delivered by Russian escorts who like to urinate on hotel beds while tossing around underinflated footballs. This will all be cited by unnamed intelligence officials who CNN swears are telling the truth. Then CNN will condemn the Super Bowl as being stolen and demand a replay while recruiting pathetic Hollywood celebrities to produce a crybaby video of them all screaming, "This is not my Super Bowl." Accusations of cheating will be levied against the referee, and there will be leftist claims that some fans were disenfranchised and denied an opportunity to properly cheer for the Falcons. The scoreboard will be dismantled to look for hacks that electronically change the numbers, and CNN experts will argue that the Falcons should have received bonus starting points in the name of equality because Tom Brady is white and obviously benefits from white privilege. Seriously, leftists are already making this accusation. See the tweets below for proof. Should Tom Brady become a transgender to appease the intolerant left? Yep, the Super Bowl wasn't merely hacked by the Russians. It was also yet another perfect example of what the mentally deranged left would characterize as racist, bigoted, intolerant, xenophobic, and transphobic. After all, there were no transgenders on the playing field, were there? That's transphobic. If only Tom Brady would follow Bruce Jenner's lead and announce he's now a woman. Then the left would mindlessly cheer his victory as champion of the inclusiveness regardless of the firmness of his balls. Lost in all this libtard claptrap and buggery is the simple fact that the Patriots outplayed the Falcons and deserved their win. And yes, in the real world, there are winners and losers, something the progressive left simply can't handle anymore because they've become fragile snowflakes who despise competitiveness, including free market competition. Tom Brady and the Patriots are simply better at performing under pressure. They won the game fair and square, and that's what really drives the left-wing media completely insane. They can't stand people who honestly win, and they will try everything in their power to condemn, demean, and sabotage winners who want to achieve greatness for their team or their country. That's why the Patriots' victory isn't a victory for football, but a victory for sanity in America. Perhaps if the left keep losing over and over, they will finally learn to accept it and stop trying to come up with zany Looney Tune conspiracy theories for why things are happening that they cannot explain, such as Robert Reich's tinfoil hat conspiracy theory that now left, or try that again. theory that now claims Breitbart hired assassins to try to murder Milo Yiannopoulos at UC Berkeley. And there's video of that in this if you want to see it. That's for real. Leftist claims Patriots' win was due to white supremacy. Seriously. The Patriots' amazing comeback victory in last night's Super Bowl spawned another leftist meltdown in which the result was somehow blamed on white supremacy, despite the fact that a black player, James White, scored the winning touchdown. Twitter was awash with race-obsessed liberals who thought the unprecedented comeback was some kind of conspiracy. If the Patriots win, this is white supremacy working. I'm sick, wrote one. Patriots represent white supremacy in America. Shit be going so well for niggas until whites pull some BS out of their ass for a win. BLM. Wrote another. BLM stands for Black Lives Matter. This game is like the election. When you think there's no way white supremacy can win, it sneaks up on you and shocks you. Tweeted another individual. From well before the game's start, leftists bizarrely set it up versus right issue, with journalist Jeff Jarvis tweeting, "Tonight, every liberal, right-minded, smart, decent, civilized, democratic soul on earth is from Atlanta. Lose, Pats, lose." And it actually shows that tweet here in this article. The funniest series of tweets came from Black Lives Matter leader Sean King, who, when the Falcons were ahead 21-3 at halftime, tweeted, "Note to America, this is what happens when Trump picks your team to win 21-3, halftime, hashtag rise up." And after the Patriots stormed back to claim 34-28 victory, King deleted the original tweet and then tweeted, "Super Bowl history, that hurts. Sorry, Atlanta. We'll be back next year." Since the left seemed very eager to racialize and politicize the game of football, Trump supporters were only too happy to oblige, tweeting a series of memes under the hashtag "Not My Super Bowl Champs." I mean, I can't make this stuff up. Holy smoke. So there you have that. I have one more article for you this morning. If you like what I'm doing here, give it a thumbs up, share it on your social media so everybody gets to hear the news, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that yet.